Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back. Once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, here, check out the newest episode of She-Hulk. Don't forget that subtitle, Attorney at Law. This is Season 1, Episode 8, Ribbit, like a frog, Ribbit and Rip It. Interesting title. Now, this is the episode we've pretty much been waiting for since they confirmed it. It's been rumored for a while before we actually started seeing the marketing for She-Hulk. Daredevil. Daredevil is in this episode. They teased him a couple episodes ago. We thought he was going to show up in the next episode. Course not. And they knew what they were doing. They were teasing us and they made us wait. Now, this is pretty damn exciting. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. They released a clip yesterday. I did not watch the clip. I did not see it. Wanted to wait till the episode. I'm so excited for this because ever since we heard the rumor that Charlie Cox was in No Way Home and it was confirmed that he was in the movie. Since I remember that the cane and then the shot. I'm like, oh my, they actually did it. They actually have him in the movie. And then in the more fun version of No Way Home, the re-release, there's another scene, which is great. Now, he is here in his new suit, and we've seen, of course, in the marketing, some shots. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what they do with the character. I cannot wait to see if there is, any sort of hints at maybe other characters from the Daredevil world. I'm not really sure. I think the thing is, we have Matt Murdock. We have Charlie Cox here. And it's exciting as hell because we already have a Daredevil Born Again series. We have heard he's in Echo. There's we know he's popping up again. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. And with the title Ribbit and Rip It, they pretty much confirmed is with the title and the marketing and kind of like releasing something yesterday or whatever on top of that Daredevil clip about as it says in the the description, which I normally don't read them, but leapfrog, like that character, which okay, I'm surprised they're covering that character, but it's She-Hulk. It's a comedy show, makes sense. So yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking at this point and let's just get into this episode because I'm ready. It's early as hell. I'm having some throat issues. I've been, I guess, sick the last couple of days. My throat's just been having a lot of problems. So yeah, it's been a mess. But anyways, let's get into now. I'm excited. Let's go.
The store might be closed. The guard frog.
Okay.
So, your defective suit?
Right. So I was surrounded by
Defective suit.
guys. Twisting Trojan! Time to rig it and rip it!
Oh, that's why it's called Ribbit and Rip It. Okay.
What is the name of the manufacturer?
Luke Jacobson. He specializes in super suits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
You've handled a client who had to sign a conflict waiver before, in a case, one would argue, is a lot more personal than this one.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would love to have been retained by a client who suffered serious injuries
Because of
due
your
to
suit.
a dysfunctional suit that you sold.
I do not make suits that malfunction. My work.
So you're not gonna get the compromise or whatever.
What did you say? Of course, I'm not representing myself, Your Honor. I'm not a fool.
You sure?
Where is your counsel?
Yes. Yes.
I'm here. My name is Matthew Murdock. I'll be representing Mr. Jacobson.
I
in
love
case.
this. Love this. I kind of figured it was
First
him.
point of order, I'd like to believe Miss Walters will find that Mr. Jacobson's record as it pertains to customer satisfaction to be spotless.
Oh, it is material to the case whether this type of malfunction has affected
Has happened to other people.
There is no inherent right.
The suits exclusively for superheroes necessitates anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
And I remind you that the Sokovia courts have been repealed.
Superheroes
Oh.
operate in...
Now, Ms. Walters chose to have her identity be public, but it is up to her to choose for everyone else.
Everyone else.
And not privacy for privacy's sake. Mr. Patilio, what kind of fuel did you use in your boosters?
Jet fuel. Wait a minute.
Jet
You
fuel.
used jet fuel in your boosters?
If the plaintiff ignored the manufacturer's explicit instructions, then the defendant is absolved of all liability.
Case closed.
What's your story, Matt Murdock? You're from New York, but you flew all
I
the way
had
out
3
here
seasons
for
of a show,
liability
Netflix, you know.
case.
Luke Jacobson made a couple of new suits.
How did you know about the jet fuel?
A hunch.
Sure.
What
Okay.
is his deal, by the way? I run my practice in Hell's Kitchen. And we mostly do pro bono work. The us part. Think you're in a unique position to do some real good.
Yeah.
Jen Walters can use the law to help people when society fails them. And She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them.
We're all feeling this, right? It's not just me.
Feeling what? Todd?
It's nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, you too.
Boom. How cool is that?
I mean, I own that now.
Jesus.
Listen, babe, let's just drop. Don't
Babe.
exploit me, 'cause I don't play.
Oh God.
And I can feel it.
You gotta help me. I think I'm being attacked.
Legally or
Being
physically?
attacked.
Oh, definitely physically.
Oh shit. Okay.
You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you messed
Oh
with
shit.
your client.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Of course he gets out of it. Of course. That's awesome.
You're very persistent, aren't you?
Very persistent. Oh, that was nice. Smooth. Throw a car. Why not? Jesus. Oh.
Whoa. Jen.
Matt?
The spatial method that I use to
Special method.
see.
Oh, like echolocation. Are you like a superhero? Like
Yes.
the Gold Devil?
The theme.
I'm Daredevil.
The theme.
Goons and henchmen are two completely different animals.
Oh.
Henchmen believe in the cause, whereas goons are just there for the paycheck.
Henchman goods, whatever.
8 in the front and 10 in the hallway.
How do you know that?
Can hear their heartbeats. Can hear yours too.
Wow.
Her heart's beating pretty fast.
How about I just smash our way in?
Because they have weapons, Jennifer.
Yeah.
good thing she
And they
has
could
to be
shoot
distractible.
the guy. Yeah.
Stealth's the way to go.
Wait, I thought he wanted to call us tadpoles.
Yeah, man.
Baby.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I love this. I love that. That's awesome.
She-Hulk smash.
Hey, what, Miss
Working
Wilson,
together.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be helping me.
I am helping you. Eugene, let me give you some legal advice. Stop
Yeah.
now before you
Yeah,
rack
stop.
up even more serious charges.
I'm just a big fan of legal dramas.
This guy's really kind of doing it for me.
This guy did it for me. Oh my god. That didn't work.
Oh, I was the lead superhero.
The guy who I just half an hour.
Oh. Okay. Okay. This is happening. I can't believe this is happening right now. How do you take this off? Jesus. Wow. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh my god.
It's weird. You guys are still here.
We're still here. There's still other things we gotta
Doesn't it
cover.
feel like this episode should be over? This episode already came to a very
Yeah. What's
satisfying
what's
conclusion.
happening?
Trust me.
Come on, we gotta go. You can tell me about it later. We have to do your hair and your.
This is the big twist, isn't it? But the question is it the
There's-
kind of twist that's like, who?
Jennifer She-Hulk Walter.
Yay! Prometheus. I see you.
Without whom I wouldn't be here today.
Do you want to see who She-Hulk really is? She does not deserve your praise. She does
Oh,
not
shit.
deserve the power she stole from the
Oh
Hulk.
my god, can somebody...
Oh shit. Yeah, that just happened.
Don't do it, Jen.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's fucking angry. Yep. Mm-hmm. They're already there? There you have it, guys. Episode 8 of She-Hulk. In my personal opinion, I think this might be the best episode yet. And not just because of Daredevil, okay? That was just a great bonus. But I actually liked how they structured the episode. And the fact that Jennifer, because of Matt, but Jennifer, like, put on the superhero suit, the She-Hulk suit for the first time. And was actually helping stop a, crime being committed. Which was her client, Leapfrog, that stole the tailor that they... all the superheroes essentially, or what like some superhero heroes use to create their suits. So it was interesting how they all went about that. But then the ending of the episode, which we'll get all the Daredevil stuff in a second, but at the end when they go to the actual award ceremony and she's up there and she's talking, and then we see where all this is going to kind of leading to in terms of, and I forget the actual name of what they call it, but it's their version of Reddit in the MCU, I guess. I don't know if they actually have Reddit in the MCU, but like the forum and everything that's like against She-Hulk, and the guy, what's his name, Todd or some, I forget his, maybe it's not, it wasn't Todd. The guy who met her at the wedding and was secretly, against her and a part of that group, and he was only there because of, them. He actually didn't like Jennifer or She-Hulk. And then we see all this footage and everything unfolds, and he actually recorded like himself having sex with Jennifer and was like leaking it out, and there was people who actually were a part of the group in the room that hacked into the monitors behind them as they're giving their speeches, and she's in the middle of talking, wanting to thank her parents and her friends, and all this stuff starts to play, exposing who Jennifer Walters, who She-Hulk is. And I'm like, holy crap. Okay, because like Jennifer, before we cut to the ceremony and everything, she's like looking to the camera. She's like, wait a minute, is that the end of the episode? I'm like, no, because then she starts like going even more meta. We're about to get to the finale. There's gonna be a twist. Well, we found the twist. Essentially, she got so angry that she's not herself, at least for a little bit. Like, she became Hulk in that moment, essentially. And because the whole thing about when she got her abilities and became, a Hulk, She-Hulk, Bruce was worried that there's an alternative personality that he's had to deal with in terms of Bruce and Hulk that she'd have to deal with. And, well, not the case at all. But apparently we are wrong, because apparently she can get so angry that she's not thinking clearly, because she it's not herself. Like, you could just hear in the screaming and breaking of all the monitors and stuff, and then breaking through the wall, grabbing that guy. And I'm guessing that's damage control or something that was there holding the weapons. I'm not 100% sure, but they were already there. That was freaking quick. But you see where she turns to the camera, She-Hulk at the end, and not even saying anything, just breathing, just going, like you hear like a little bit of a growl, and then it starts to slow down, and it cuts, pretty much implying like she's like really starting to recognize, oh, wait a minute, I did all this, it's all me. So that was pretty interesting. Now let's get to the Daredevil stuff. He comes in, he's representing I forget his name, but the tailor guy who made She-Hulk suits. Of course, he's made the Daredevil suit. He's representing him. They're going back and forth in terms of all the clients that he makes suits for, and saying we need to throw it out. It has nothing with this case. It's about this individual, Leapfrog, this guy who had a malfunctioning suit. And then right away they have Matt go, what kind of fuel did you use for that? Because he's showing off the suit and going like, I can't wear this anymore. And he's like, oh, I use jet fuel. And he's like, I didn't say to use jet fuel. I told you not to use, like, this is what you're supposed to do with the suit. Using jet fuel is not a part of the instructions of the suit. And so, completely thrown out. And then we see him extend the olive branch a little bit, talking back and forth with Jen at the bar. It was a nice scene. Him saying that Jennifer can help people a certain way, She-Hulk can help in others. I really liked how they approached that, because Matt is like, of course, Jennifer's openly She-Hulk, so he's able to kind of help in that way. And he honestly didn't think a little bit later in the episode he's gonna have to fight She-Hulk, and then she's gonna immediately reveal he's under the mask of the Daredevil suit. He never thought that was gonna happen. He thought he was just being helpful, giving her some advice, because She-Hulk is mostly just a lawyer. She hasn't actually been out to fight anything, and it's like a thing to where he kind of is pushing her to go, She-Hulk can help in other ways that Jennifer can't. Even though if you're She-Hulk in court, there's other ways She-Hulk can help. Because Bruce said at the very beginning, you are a hero now. That's something he mentioned in the first episode. Like, you are a Hulk now. You're expected to be a hero. So she gets a call from her client, Leapfrog. He's being attacked by Daredevil, and this is part of the marketing that they've really only been showing of him in the show, is shots around this little sequence in this parking deck. And so we actually see a little bit of a fight, which was freaking awesome, by the way. And it shows that Daredevil, Matt, did not, he didn't want to fight her. Not because, he knew he was going to lose, because obviously strength-wise, he was running away. He was showing he was getting away. But ultimately, he doesn't want to fight another hero. Like, that's not good at all, right? So I liked how they approached that. And then, of course, and then he slams into the car and then takes off the mask, and he's like, oh, shit. And then we get to Leapfrog's lair, the lily pad or something, and he's kidnapped the tailor, making him a suit for him and all that. And of course, he kidnapped him. It wasn't like he was there voluntarily trying to help him with a new suit. And this is where the show really becomes more of a Daredevil kind of thing. Oh, also too, before we get to this, they played a little bit of the theme. It was awesome. I love that. They played a little bit of the theme. He's like, I'm Daredevil, right? So when we get to the warehouse, the lily pad or whatever, we get really a good sense of that they like, at least in terms of how they wrote Matt in this episode, that they were really paying attention to how he spoke in terms of being Daredevil, and then hearing the heartbeats and how he was just like pointing out all of the different things, like how many people, blah blah blah, da da da. We get to that hallway sequence. The way they shot that, like, obviously it's not exactly like Daredevil the show in terms of hallway fights, because some of the best fights ever in that show were in hallways, but they did a really damn good job replicating it in a sense here, and the blue tone to it, the blue hue around and everything was really, really cool. It's very interesting, and I really thought he was going to take on those other guys again, then she slams through, so it was fine, but I liked it a lot. It was really, really cool. The door opening and that guy flying out after a few seconds and him slowly walking out. I'm like, my God. And him hearing the heartbeats and stuff, and him hearing her heartbeat. It was so Daredevil. It was so Daredevil. Then they break into the main room. Leapfrog, of course, jumps out the window and he hurts himself. Like, he just doesn't get away at all. And then she fixes her relationship, kinda, with the tailor. Of course, we saw how all that happened with the gala and everything, and the revealing She-Hulk and everything. So ultimately, it's like if she wouldn't have went, they probably would have done it somewhere else, exposing her essentially, right? But they had this all planned out, because I guess it was publicly known that she was going to be winning an award, so they knew this was the time to strike. So I was wondering, why haven't we seen a continuation of? I mean, literally, it was last episode we saw, the reveal of that. I think it was last episode, yeah, of what he was really doing in her apartment and everything, copying her phone and all that kind of stuff. That's how they got a lot of other information in terms of her Tinder or whatever, match profile, whatever. Then Matt and Jennifer slept together. I was quite surprised. But then again, they were kind of hinting a little bit that, a little flirting going on here and there, and so it's like, okay. And then he's walked by without his boots on. He's just, good morning. It was good. I liked how they portrayed him. Some humor, but there were some real definite moments of him being Daredevil. It was really good. I really liked it. And so I'm now even more excited to see him in Echo, and especially Daredevil Born Again. I'm assuming we're going to get him in a lot more places as well. I'm assuming we're going to get a lot of Charlie Cox, because I think they did a good balance of what we were expecting from Daredevil in terms of from the show, in terms of now bringing him in the MCU proper, in terms of him officially being in the MCU, where the Netflix shows are kind of a gray area, because he did mention the law firm back in New York, and but no real specifics, but I gotta go back, Foggy, Karen, no mentions, but I think it's because they're waiting to reveal that later, that they are coming back. I think they are going to come back. It's my guess. But it was awesome to see him in the episode. It was great. And then, of course, the episode continued after that point. But it was good. I had a good time with it. I feel like this episode had a good balance of some seriousness and some humor, lighthearted moments. And ultimately that works for She-Hulk. She-Hulk, of course, is more of a comedy show, but I liked how they did get serious at times with Daredevil. Like, they knew they couldn't go completely silly with Daredevil. And they really didn't go too silly. It just felt like this is a little bit of a different side. Like, because obviously time has passed. Maybe he's a little bit different. I don't know. We'll see. But this was good. I really enjoyed it. And, we'll see what happens in the finale. I think at this point, it's not looking good. Oh, we also had that guy, too. I mean, Wakandan Spear or whatever, and he tries to flirt with her. Hey, babe, let's go to the... She's like, no, shut up, dude. Like, no. I think he really is the main villain, which is kind of ridiculous to say, because he doesn't seem like a villain. Like, he doesn't seem like an evil guy. But I do think that there's more to this guy than just like, oh, I need to talk to you. Whatever. So anyways, had a good time with the episode. I'm really excited to see what they do with Daredevil next. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the finale, because we finally got to see a different side to She-Hulk in terms of the anger really coming out. So maybe we'll get to see that different personality, or maybe she'll realize, oh wait, shouldn't have done that. But then that also goes to show there is that anger inside her. There is that potential to Hulk out, essentially, to where she's not really in control. Like, I feel like she was kind of in control, but not really. Like, she wasn't controlling her actual movements or certain, decisions. I feel like it was the Hulk side of it. Maybe. I'm not really sure. We'll see what happens. But anyways, so yeah, overall, like I said, I think this was a really good episode. It probably is it's probably the best episode, or one of the best for sure. And Daredevil definitely helped it in terms of making it really good. And I was really happy overall with the appearance of Daredevil, and the fact that he wasn't like a one scene appearance. Like, he actually had a pretty significant part to this episode. So good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.